In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and giving you my initial thoughts on the PlayStation Portal. Now, this is their brand new device. It's like a controller where it has a screen on it, so you can play the games from your PlayStation 5 on a small screen, and it's slightly portable. So I'm going to unbox it, tell you what I think about it, and yeah, let's get right into it. It does. So it actually comes out of this box quite nicely. So this is what the console itself comes in. I think the instructions are in here actually. No, they're not. Okay, so here we are. We have the PlayStation Portal. My first impressions of it are, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It almost feels like they're too far apart, like it's very, very wide. Build quality, I mean, it feels pretty strong. Like the PlayStation 5 controllers, which are obviously a lot better than the PlayStation 4 controllers. It feels well built, not too many cracks, and it doesn't feel plasticky and cheap. The removal of this. So it's finally switching on after taking a second. I had to hold it. Okay, so I'm back after putting the Wi-Fi code in, and straight away it's got to do a system software update, which is annoying considering it's freshly released, but my Wi-Fi is pretty good, so it shouldn't take too long. So obviously you have all of the normal buttons that you would have. So you've got your circle, X, square, triangle, you've got your share button here, your joystick controller here. I believe this one, yeah, that's to mute your mic. And over here you have your PlayStation button, you have your other joystick, you have your D-pad here. Then like normal you have your different triggers and bumpers here. Then at the top we have this button here, which is your power button. We have this button here, which is the connect button. And over here we have the volume up and down buttons, so you can change the volume. And here we have a speaker and another speaker here like that. Now if we flip it upside down here, we have two things here. So we have a USB-C port, and here we have a headphone jack, so you can put some headphones into it. Now one thing I'll say, for the first launch, there's a lot of waiting around. I've just installed a update which took 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and now it's updating the PS Link device software. I don't know what that means. Next thing it's prompting us to do is to sign into our PlayStation account, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Next, we have to go through this crazy long capture process. You have 10 different ones that you've got to fill out, which is crazy. Okay, so now it's asking me to verify my connection with my PS5. So I'm going to turn on the PS5 and I'm going to go to settings, system and remote play. So it looks to me like it's now set up and ready to go. I think it's connecting to the PlayStation first. Okay, finally it's decided to connect to the PlayStation. First thing I'll say is the picture quality is actually very low. On the TV it's very, crystal clear, and on here it looks very low quality, which is not very good. I'm also noticing straight away that there is some delay in the responses. So I'm moving the stick and it's taking a second before it actually does anything. So you can see the delay, it is very visible. Now my initial thoughts after playing for a few minutes is that the picture quality is actually very good, so that's a plus side. But one of the negatives I'm finding is that the latency or the input delay from the movement on the joysticks or the buttons, there is a big delay. It's very noticeable and it makes games feel sluggish. Now when I actually look at the TV, there's no delay from the controller to the TV. It just seems to be from the TV to the controller. So the screen is a little bit delayed, which is not good, especially if you're playing a fast-paced game, something like Fortnite. You're going to really notice that, and it's going to be not a fun experience, I would say. Now there might be fixes for this, but I'm not sure. I'll show you what I mean. But if I press the X button here to jump, you can see there's a noticeable difference between when I press it and when it actually happens. Now in terms of functionality, in terms of the settings, there isn't really much you can change. There's network, system, so system is the only thing that's included in system is like system software, languages, date and time, and power saving. So nothing interesting. Also here you have display and brightness. So this is obviously just your simple brightnesses. And then it also has the brightness of the light bar, which is these little bits here. And then it has brightness of the mute button. So not much interesting. Last thing we have is controller. And you can just change the trigger effects and also the vibration intensity. Now the last thing I wanted to look at with the PlayStation Portal is how it works when I'm in a different room. So I'm currently in the office and it's the furthest room in the house from the living room. So there's not much distance, but there's still some distance there. So I want to see how it works. And I've noticed that the input delay has definitely got worse to the point where it's not fun. It doesn't feel good to play. It's not responsive. It feels very sluggish. Another thing I'd say is it sometimes lags out. And my internet's very good, but sometimes it cuts out. Sometimes it gets a bit choppy. So it's not that good. So the device is essentially like screen sharing your PS5 and then watching it on like your phone or something like so. Screen sharing it on Discord and watching it on your phone with a controller. It's essentially similar to that. For £200, I'd say if you want to have some casual gaming time, it's okay, but it kind of does ruin the experience. If you see here, it's very, very stuttery. You can see here there's a lot of stutter. The video quality goes down quite a lot as well, which is not enjoyable. So if you're looking to enjoy a game, I think it's going to be a struggle on here just because of all of these little things like the FPS drops, the graphics drops, the input delay. It all just doesn't feel good. It doesn't allow you to immerse yourself into the game and play it freely. It feels like you're waiting for something to go wrong. So if you've spent something like, £70 on a game like Spider-Man, I feel like it's a wasted way to play it. But if you're just looking for something casual, maybe you just want to sit in bed and play it, it could be a good option. But for £200, it is quite expensive for what it actually is. It's essentially just a screen sharing device with a controller attached to it. But I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you found this video useful, and let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching.